A beer and a glass of red wine, please. A beer and a glass of red wine, please. A colleague of mine is coming today. A colleague of mine is coming today. A colleague of yours. A colleague of yours. A friend of mine is coming to visit. A friend of mine is coming to visit. A year. A year. Cafe. Cafe. Colleague. Colleague. Do you have time now? Do you have time now? Do you know the garden cafe? Do you know the garden cafe? Do you still drink red wine? Do you still drink red wine? Do you still have a lot of work? Do you still have a lot of work? For a few years. For a few years. For 2 years. For 2 years.
From Mexico. From Mexico. Garden. Garden. Have you been there? Have you been there? Her daughter still lives here. Her daughter still lives here. Her husband is Colombian. Her husband is Colombian. Her husband is Mexican too. Her husband is Mexican too. Her. Her. I always have time for coffee. I always have time for coffee. I don't have much work today. I don't have much work today. I don't like white wine. I don't like white wine. I haven't been there. I haven't been there. I haven't seen her for a year. I haven't seen her for a year. I haven't seen her husband. I haven't seen her husband. I haven't seen my colleague. I haven't seen my colleague.
I know her. I know her. I never drink wine. I never drink wine. I saw her daughter. I saw her daughter. I think he's coming today. I think he's coming today. I would like some coffee. I would like some coffee. Is she coming alone? Is she coming alone? It's a good restaurant. It's a good restaurant. It's not too far. It's not too far. I'm fine too, thanks. I'm fine too, thanks. I'm sorry, but I have to leave now. I'm sorry, but I have to leave now. My colleague and her husband. My colleague and her husband. My colleague is from Mexico. My colleague is from Mexico. No, not always. No, not always.
She lives in Boston. She lives in Boston. She wants to see her daughter. She wants to see her daughter. She's coming to visit today. She's coming to visit today. She's coming with her husband. She's coming with her husband.
She's from Mexico. She's from Mexico.
She's not American and he's not Colombian. She's not American and he's not Colombian. That's not too far. That's not too far. That's okay. That's okay. There's a colleague of mine. There's a colleague of mine. They are coming to visit. They are coming to visit. They're coming today. They're coming today. They're not here yet. They're not here yet. To visit. To visit. Today I don't have much time. Today I don't have much time.
Tonight at 7 o'clock at the Park Avenue restaurant. Tonight at 7 o'clock at the Park Avenue restaurant. Unfortunately, I have to go into town. Unfortunately, I have to go into town. We can have some coffee. We can have some coffee. What's her name? What's her name? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the garden cafe? Where is the garden cafe? Who is your colleague? Who is your colleague? Why don't we go? Why don't we go? Why don't we have dinner together? Why don't we have dinner together? You don't know her. You don't know her. You don't know my colleague. You don't know my colleague. You have to go into town, don't you? You have to go into town, don't you? You know I never drink wine. You know I never drink wine. Your colleague. Your colleague. Your. Your. You're from Mexico, aren't you? You're from Mexico, aren't you?